Greetings, good life. Now today I want to continue reading my Benevolent Magic blog for you. This was originally published on Friday, December 2nd of 2005, and it's called Learning to Use Our Creator-Apprentice Abilities. Some of you have noted lately, in observing your personal world, that there are changes going on inside of you. Think back a year, 2 years, 3 years ago if you can remember. Don't try to remember the whole time, but are you different? And are all those differences today, you understand? Are all those differences based purely on what has gone on externally to you? Or are you different personally without any specific action of your own? I'm not saying this to frighten you or to agitate you, but rather to let you know how you are supported. Support for change that comes within you to nurture and provide you personally with capabilities, increased abilities in what you already know, and the means to apply these things happens very gradually over time now. Oh, years and years ago, it would gradually happen then too, but there has been a tremendous increase in this over the past few years. Sometimes you will be able to look back, say, a week or two ago, and it feels like a month because so much has happened, or it feels like so much has happened. If you had to put your finger on what it was that happened sometimes, you really can't. But it feels like there's been a tremendous amount of time that's gone by, even though you know in your mind that it's just been a couple of weeks. When you have this experience, there is always an explanation for it. You have within your personal capabilities, which you are born with, you understand, a very strong connection to Creator and the beings that support Creator in this creation. You are provided with so much heart energy, so much lung energy, so much physical energy, like that. And you are supported with a certain amount of mental energy and feeling capacity, and so on. And this will, when necessary, very gradually increase. In the past 6 to 7 years, and building up to that I might add, there's been a gradual increase in the amount that is available to be increased. Or to say it in a different way, your capability level has been increasing at an increasing rate. This has almost nothing to do with your personal will. Oh, granted, there have been times when you have desired to be able to do something, to be able to accomplish something, or to have the capabilities to understand something more quickly, perhaps more easily. However, the increase now has everything to do with what Creator and Creator's friends are supporting you to do. As the population grows on Earth, it will be necessary to have more resources on Earth to support that population. It will also be necessary for human beings to be able to magically create those resources. And it will be necessary for you at times to create things for Mother Earth, as she must pay attention to her own needs. Many of you want to help Earth, so I want to give you a benevolent magic you can say now for yourself, and a living prayer you can say for others. For yourself, I would suggest that you say, I request that now in my life I have and continue to acquire all those portions of myself that exist beyond this planet in spirit and in form that will support me and improve the quality of my life here, that I may have the most benevolent experience and fulfillment, that this will all occur in the most benevolent way, and result in the most benevolent outcome. Now here's a living prayer you can say for Earth if you want to support her, and then I'll say just a little more. You might say in a living prayer, I am asking that Mother Earth, utilizing all human beings who are at the deep sleep level, be able to generate benevolently with those human beings deeply sleeping the minerals, fluids, and substances that will allow Mother Earth to feel healthy, to maintain comfort for herself, and to be able to function in such a way as those who live on her and within her can be of comfort as well. Now you might wonder why I've said it that way. Mother Earth is a complete being. Everything that you take out of her, oil, minerals, and so on, are part of her being, and of course she doesn't function quite as well when those things are removed and transformed for your purposes. And yet because we all have here on Earth magic qualities, hence the name of this site, it is possible for you to say and do things and to picture things that could improve Mother Earth. So you all hear about the shortage of oil, and Mother Earth uses her oil, of course, to sustain something like a suspension system within herself, and other functions that work for her, and of course work for us on the surface. That I would like to try something. Picture, if you would, vast reservoirs of oil, meaning that a reservoir that can never be depleted, for Mother Earth's sake, you see. When you picture that, you would picture not black all over the surface of the earth, but underneath it. Just imagine vast pools of oil, and even little pools, that even if some of the oil is moved from place to place, that it continues to grow. Oil can be created just as all creation can be created. And I believe, from what I've been taught, that Creator wants us to live in a place where we can learn how to create benevolently. Therefore, when we are placed in a situation where creation is needed, we can function in a cooperative way with Creator. I believe then that we are all Creator apprentices, learning what works and what doesn't, and learning how all life can live benevolently and in balance. So I'm going to suggest another living prayer. Try to picture that oil in the earth and supporting our life on earth. And I recommend you say this: I am asking that Mother Earth have all the substances within her and will always have all that is needed to support all life on earth, all life for Mother Earth herself, and all life within earth that is being created and that exists there to support Mother Earth and those who visit and live here. Welcome to your status as Creator Apprentice. Good life to you all, and good night.